gentlemen, welcome to Gamer Grudge.
Okay, what happened there?
We're on there.
Know.
We're live. That's what happened. We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the semifinals. Welcome. Hey, Happy Allen. Hey, Caleb Morgan. How's it going? So I want to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up for the semifinals Gamer Grudge. Semifinals is here, people. Woo! Yeah, here we go. All right. Yeah, I have to. That's it. All right. So, I'm hoping everybody's having a great day. I hope you're having a good day, a good Monday. I'm hoping our guests are having a good Monday. Sort of. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. Facebook is back online now. The world's back to crap. That's all I know.
Oh, Facebook was offline?
Yep, most of
I
the day.
noticed like an overwhelming sense of peace.
Do you really have to give a fuck about that? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, Facebook is up. So do that hurts us? I don't know. But anyway, make sure you hope you're having a good day.
Well, it hurts us as human beings.
Yeah.
That live.
And have lives that they don't want to just go and share on social media.
Also, Kayla, if you want to get in with the other chat, and you might want to go to the Twitch, because YouTube usually is not a lot of people, but I'm here. I see you. So, all right. So here we are, people. We're in the semifinals. But before we go to the semifinals round, before we start this bullshit, let's go ahead and go with the people that judge this and literally judge me. We'll start with
judging you right now.
Exactly. The person who's talking is Trink Bell. How's it going, Trink?
I'm broken today. My avatar kept doing weird shit no matter what I did. I think it's my glasses today.
Oh man, damn it. Wow. So
how does that work?
Yeah.
It was registering my glasses as my eyebrows, so it kept blinking rapidly. It was very weird.
So we're not going to get hitting table and hit Trink today.
No, I might have started doing that if I waited much longer. So I'm just gonna.
Can you draw?
Can you
make like short animations?
You're gonna hit your head on the table.
I'll put up a thing here in a minute.
So
I'll just make Mario, a big old sign that says "Suck it."
Look, we do not need X-Pac. Mac gets enough X-Pac heat already.
Are you ready? Honestly.
Mac, I know you don't know what X-Pac heat means.
Oh, I know.
But that's bad.
I know you're talking about X-Pac. Yeah. I know who X-Pac is. I know that Generation X. Yeah, I know that. I was raised in it. Anyway. All right, Lady McGovern. Yay! She's on Twitch. Yay! Okay, so here we are, and also we gotta introduce Zach. How's it going, Zach?
I mean, there's just so many things we could be doing instead.
Darkness,
dying.
Hello.
I mean, we're already doing that
slowly.
Yeah,
and it's wonderful.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. We're gonna get coply struck again.
So let's go ahead and introduce the fighters. So the fighters. first we have the person who, the first person. He was in the first episode. Sadly, he is pitching. He's coming in for that person who beat him in the first round. He's coming back. He's wanting to win. He wants that damn belt. It is a friendly neighborhood Bear Hog.
Hello.
All right, that's it. That's all you're gonna say. That's perfect. All right. Next, we have the person who got into the semifinals round. He also said, if you do not like Final Fantasy 3 or if you don't like Final Fantasy 3, you can go fuck yourself.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here, and I'm angry to the point of euphoria.
Nice.
I love hearing that. All right, before we start.
So, in other words, it's murder boner time.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, it's murder
Murder
boner.
boner, murder boner.
All
It's
right.
like my favorite day.
All right, so I guess everybody here is acquainted with the rules, but with the phases. We don't gotta go over the phases, but we do have semifinals rules. Okay, these are different. Okay, so the semifinals rules are as follows, and I'll read them. It's just the same rules. It's just different. But here's the semifinals rules. All right, so the fighter, there's basically going to be a one-on-one fight. 3 minutes per round. The winner with the most points at this time, the winner with the most points will win. All right, if you had the most points at the end of the round, you win. But if we get a tie, which I'm not gonna lie, we did 2 back-to-back one-on-one matches, and we both had ties in both of those damn matches. We're going to a PvP round, which you will probably pick me, Trink, or Zach. Now, usually in the semifinals matchup, we try to lessen it. We don't have 4 people. We'll lower it down to 3 because I think we can handle it. So basically, every round, if you get 2 votes, you win. Okay? That's it. 2 votes and you win. All right? So, with that said, people, with an empty stomach. And also, Lady MacGyver said, Zach, so happy then. Sad, how's it going, Zach? She says, how's it going, Zach? There you go.
I have no opinion.
It's pain. That's all
Yeah,
he knows. Pain.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the king of pain. That's Sting.
You're pain bot. It's okay.
You say Stain?
Sting.
No, pain bot.
Sting, you know.
I thought you were talking about like the hero killer Stain.
No, Sting, as in the musician with the police.
Talk about the wrestler.
Why did he not use King of Pain as a fucking theme?
Luigi with the vodka.
Oh, that's how I introduced him. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's how I always introduce him because he's bullshit.
I have no compunction to care.
It's sort of like I'm Jimmy Kimmel, he's Matt Damon. It's like you're bullshit. This is bullshit. You're bullshit.
Get this shit.
I would prefer to never bring up Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, let's not do that. All right, so with that said, people, we're not playing that damn montage because I don't feel like doing it. Are you ready? Are you ready to grudge?
I don't know if
No.
you are a bad Michael Buffer or bad Booker T right now.
I stand by what I said. No.
All right. So with everybody saying no and Trink basically saying no the whole time.
She says no to everything.
No, you can ask Hook. I say yes a lot.
When I'm around, it's a lot no.
I think that's more self-reflective than anything else, though.
It seemed that I misplaced my bell, but I found it. All right, so
We all hate the bell.
We do.
well, The
I
bell
don't think they'll fucking
doesn't give a fuck. All right, ringing the bell.
Wait. Are we under the illusion that it has feelings?
Yeah, the bell does have feelings.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
telling you.
that's. If so, that's a world I don't want to live in.
All right, so question number one.
Can you imagine if everyone's doorbell felt pain and screamed?
Look, Pee Wee's Playhouse. I'm not talking about that. Damn it, Zach, you made me say it. All right, let's not talk about
I
that.
want a doorbell now.
I got some doorbells out there. I need to start hitting them real good.
What if every time a bell goes off, it's trying to tell you that you're killing it?
Every time a bell rings, it's trying to tell you that you're killing it.
Hmm.
I understand.
Every time a bell
Zach,
rings,
what's question
an
number
angel
one?
shits his pants.
How did we get here? I mean, that's question number one?
No. That wasn't question number one. You got the cards?
I do, but that's my. That's what question number
Son
one
of a
was.
bitch.
You didn't ask me what the first question for Gamer Grudge was.
Okay, Zach, I better kill you.
Look, I have my hand in like a plastic thing right now. I tuned out a while ago. I mean, look at this. Breeds.
Plastic food container.
Now it's broken.
That's your fault.
I don't fucking care. No, I use it when I sleep. So the hand that has the least amount of bone covering on the hand that's fucked up, it doesn't get caught on anything. So
yeah.
I got a bunch of this.
Yeah. All right.
So you want the first question for Gamer Grudge?
Yes, the first question for Gamer Grudge.
I don't know. I wasn't here for it. You tell me.
Zach, you don't pull up that content.
I'm sorry. I don't know the first episode. You fucking tell me.
Zach, if you don't pull up that damn Christian card, I'm gonna go through this screen and I'm ghost at you. Trink, you want to read that?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me
Okay.
click on it so I can read it. Okay, there it goes. Oh, it loaded blurry for a second. What TV comedy should be turned into a game?
All right, cool. So we're gonna start off with the Bat Hog, and then we're gonna go with John. So Bat Hog, what's your answer?
The Golden Girls of all things.
Sorry, I couldn't. I didn't give him the.
You can get
screen.
that. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't get to him. Sorry. John?
Taskmaster.
All right, there you go. Those are your answers. All right. So Bat Hog, you have time. You may start as soon as I ring the bell.
All right. So Golden Girls would basically be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on rather SNES or NES type game, because you would have these 4 different characters that could easily be able to have like different abilities and stuff like that. Yeah, you'd have to make it up a little bit, but the 4 character scheme already, they're so unique characters that it arguably do even better than the Ninja Turtles games, because they're all just like different ones of masks and different weapons. But in this case, Golden Girls, they have different personalities. You can have one of them like sending a condom flying or something like that. I don't know. And there's a lot of different stuff that you can do with it. With the show going on for so many years and then having many spin-offs after that, there's a lot to build off of from too. It's not just the same thing over and over. You have different plot lines and stuff that you can follow and turn into levels, stuff like that. Like let's say you got one where Stanley is getting married for the 15th time. Well, you could have Dorothy or one of them play through, and at the end of the level, you just get to kick his ass. Seems pretty simple to me, because it's just there's a lot of stuff that you can do with that. The thing is, like with a story-based TV comedy, you can do a lot with it.
All right. That's it?
Yeah.
All right. John, tell us why Taskmaster would be the best answer for this.
All right, Taskmaster, if you haven't seen the show, it's about a bunch of comedians being made to do a bunch of different tasks. They're pitted against each other, they're recorded. We watch their attempts, and then they're judged quite harshly on it. So I think that has a lot of potential. You play it as a first person game where you can like interact with the environment, whatever your task is. Anything that's not nailed down, usable object, you can use that to complete the task. You can do that on a console. We could even make it into a VR game, which I think would be really cool because then you get a lot more exploring. It also tackles gameplay as far as creative problem solving. No two people are going to go through the solution the same way, which is pretty awesome. You can see a bunch of people's solutions to get the task, whether it's build the biggest structure, throw something the farthest, make the most interesting picture, what have you. Another fun aspect of it is multiplayer. There's usually like 5 people competing, so you can get a group of 5. This is something you could do audience gameplay with, like what a lot of the Jackboxes do. That if you're 5 people doing stuff, then you have people watching in. They could even do the voting for who did the best job in that round. The other thing I really liked when I was coming up with the idea is like a forge. Granted, there can be a lot of different challenges that you get that can get updated on a regular basis, but then you can have a forge concept where people can make their own challenge, make their own levels, put their own items in the house, and then let other people play with that and try to figure out the best solution to the problem that's presented to them. So honestly, I think it's a fun concept to a game where you can explore and just come up with fun, bizarre new ideas, and something that it's not just one set of adventures and you're done. It's something you can constantly like replay over and over and over again.
All right. Here we go, people. We're gonna go to gallery mode so everybody can see us. I'm gonna start this. I have a timer on the screen so that way everybody can see it. All right, Trink, you ready?
Yep.
Zach. All right, I'm gonna ring the bell. When I ring the bell, you may start. Give me a second. You may start now.
All right. I like your idea for Golden Girls. I wasn't quite sure you were where you're going to go with it, but there's only 2 things I didn't like about it. Everything you said and the general concept. To quote yourself, simple to me, and that was my biggest issue. Just it feels too simple. You're just reskinning, a beat 'em up. There's a lot of beat 'em ups that do their own not do their own thing, and then you're just trying to tie in Golden Girl episodes, and put it to violence.
But to be fair, isn't that the same exact thing that the VR game that you were talking about would do also? Because you're going to have stuff from the actual show to be able to go into it, and you're going to have stuff from the actual show. It's going to be the same thing. But the thing is, though, a lot of people's not going to put a lot of money into a VR game. Like, think about it. That's a like hundreds of dollars setups just for a few different people to play. So a multiplayer game for a VR game, I mean, they'd have to sell that for free because of how expensive it is already. So most likely, if you have to sell something for free, it's not going to go through the extended process of game development.
That's if you just do it as a VR game, though. I mentioned VR because there's a lot more interactivity with it. You could it can be a first-person game on any of the consoles. So you can have a first-person game without it being your average Call of Duty game. And so it's not as immersive if it's not a VR game, but you can certainly pull it off with just a simple controller, just grabbing items and doing what you want with it.
But the thing is, though, if you're going to have a game like that, there's so many different games and stuff that's based off of actual game shows. I mean, like you guys see, literally 10 years ago, you could go to a Kmart and take a dive into all the Wheel of Fortunes and stuff like that. You know, people aren't going to want to make that anymore. You know, Golden Girls will have more of a mass appeal because Golden Girls still have mass appeal. Taskmaster is kind of fit into the same category as Jeopardy and stuff like that. It's a game show. Many people do not want to play that. And to be honest, what could you really do with comedians that much?
You underestimate the powers of comedians. We think outside the box so much. We don't live in the box. You give us a concept, and we're going to eventually get so left field of it. We're in another game. We were playing baseball, but now somehow we have a football.
But how would you get to what comedians would you choose to be in this game? Because you got to realize too, licensing and people's rights and stuff like that to each one of them. You got to worry about that stuff when you are making a game in the game development process. You can't just have avatars and stuff like that.
Well,
you have to have recognizable names.
A lot of these comedians are just like I don't know them personally because they're there's one or two I know, like Noel from the Mighty Boosh, but they changed the comedians. Just like here's 5 comedians that were free. Let's do a show.
But do you realize how much time and money that would actually take to just make something that would probably be sold in the bargain bin for $10 anyway? They wouldn't want to take that risk on that. There's a reason that game does not exist.
It doesn't.
It's not because nobody has,
because they haven't gotten to it. It's a newer concept for a show, but it's already starting to build up. They've got a board game. They've got a booklet of a bunch of different games you can play so far.
But this really works head on. This is something that you would want to play in real life. It doesn't really fit in a video game atmosphere because you have so many different things that you have to do in that game. You would have to do so many different things. And Golden Girls, you have something set and based on.
One thing.
No, you wouldn't.
One thing. You go left or right. Your 4 old ladies is beating up presumably other older people.
But the thing, it doesn't have to just be that though. Well, you're setting yourself in a corner that they couldn't make a case for all the different variables that goes into that kind of stuff. They're not going to have the technology and stuff to be able to do voice recognition.
Shut up. Time's up. All right. Anybody have a question?
Yes.
Do you have an actual question?
I do. Especially based off the comedy portion of this.
Okay.
How do you make sure the novelty of your game does not become overbearing and wears off? And you know what I mean? Because it's a comedy game, the novelty is part of the reason people are going to buy it. How do you make sure that doesn't become a negative?
That's a good question.
It is.
You could add it into the graphics of the actual game, because that's the thing. We're so far ahead in artwork and stuff for how games are made, that we can have these sprites that almost. I'm saying sprites because we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mostly, but we have this art design that they can relay so much emotion just through the face and stuff like that in a 20 by 30 sprite, which is amazing. And it can those expressions can add a lot of the comedic value to that. But you can also have a story that revolves around a completely original plot that you get to kind of choose how that plot goes along because there is no set pattern. The way that you beat the level would let you go throughout that and it give you scenarios that you wouldn't think about before. So you might you start out with one main episode and there's 2 different ways to finish it. And then,
so you're saying branching paths would keep it fresh?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
Every playthrough is different.
John?
All right. As far as mine is concerned, just periodic updates, just finding new challenges, adding new items to the bits. For people that can download and play, that's one way. The other way is the Forge, just being able to make your own levels. If you think of like a finite amount of things, is going to limit a game, play something like Grand Theft Auto. Play something like Halo, where people can build their own levels. I have a group of friends that we play through the G1 game days, and they make some of the weirdest ass levels I've ever seen. Like, I didn't realize we could do this, and I think that's where, if you can kind of borrow from that idea of you can try to make any sort of challenge you want. You get a couple little like minor variables, like make it the tallest with this, how much can you fit into this said item. There's just so much room for the possibilities and the variables, especially with like all the random items that you put in there. And you're limited by your imagination in a game like this.
All right, cool. Zach, facts.
I mean, they know what their shows are. What do you want? I mean, literally, AVGN just did a Golden Girls for Commodore 64 joke. I can tell you that much.
That's part of where this came from.
I imagined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David. All right.
Also, like they had it from like a few years back. Like they had I sent a video and it was like it's like they redid the theme song in the 8-bit.
Yeah, I have a Golden Girls t-shirt I should have been wearing.
Oh my god.
It's done in the Andy Warhol.
Awesome.
It's done in the Andy Warhol style.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I'm gonna go ahead and rip this band-aid off. All right, so Bad Hog, yours is interesting. I like the concept. It's interesting. I like what you're doing with it. I feel like yours is good, and I like it. I like yours. So both of these are good ideas. Like yours, I like the concept. Golden Girls, it's something interesting. John, I like yours too, because yours is basically, if you're a comedian and you're trying to build yourself up. And I feel and I do agree, it's a niche idea, but it is good. It's a niche idea. There's that. The problem, here's the thing. I'm going to have to go with John, just because I feel like while it is something different, I feel like Golden Girl just feels like something that is just made for one type of thing. Because I know I'm gonna get tired of. I'm definitely gonna get tired of Blanche coming up in there. Oh, darling, I'm sitting up burning up like a little fire. I'm getting tired.
I don't remember that.
No, I'm just like Blanche. Blanche is the one that's
sex crazed.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get tired of her. How many jokes you're gonna come up with Blanche? And I'm gonna get tired of the next joke.
That's the thing. You're not playing as Blanche.
No, I understand. I'm just going with John. I just feel like his is more. He got more. He can influence more people. Where yours is good. It's a good concept, great one. But I feel like it just don't have a lot more. I feel like you didn't give me something. You didn't give me what I was expect. What I feel your game is a side scroller. I'm sorry. That makes sense.
Not really, because it can be turned into a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, but it just feels like it's built for side scrolling. I don't see it. I just can't see it in a side scroller. So, but
even then,
look, I'm vote number one. My vote won't decide anything. It's the other two. So, Trink, you want to go next?
All right. Truth be told, I was lost on the I can't remember the name of the damn show. When he mentioned VR, Taskmaster. Yeah, that. It's pretty bad. Listen, the moment you put VR in there and all, it's even if it's just for extra release, you limit it, because VR is going to have only, people are going to assume it's mostly for VR, because most games adapted from VR to anything else are limited in the normal version.
Like Persona 5 dancing.
Yeah, or who plays VR chat without VR, really, and actually can do half the shit? It's not the same. So
yeah, basically the only thing with universal appeal on VR is probably like Beat Saber.
Yeah. And Golden Girls has a very big audience. Like, people are still watching that show, like, religiously. I know people who are like, oh, I'm rewatching Golden Girls for the 20,000th time.
Almost as much as The Office. That's the only show that I've seen that says rewatchable as Golden Girls.
Trink, you still with us?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going with Golden Girls.
All right, cool. Zach?
I do want to tell you, John, you could have had me on this. You really could have. Can I tell you where you screwed up?
Okay.
Actual comedians instead of fictional comedians. That way, the writing can be part of the experience, as opposed to an advertisement for the comics and their stuff. You limit the appeal because like the appeal, it's like, oh, I can only go in here to see this character. This character is fictional. That would be more interesting to me than like regular comedians, and you're like, I guess it would help them out, but at the same time, it's like, it's just not as interesting. I don't know. And also, there are not enough comedian-based games, just in general. Like, yeah. I think you should go with something like Last Comic Standing or something, like being a simulator for that. That would be more interesting to me. So I'm looking at it from the comedy angle. The only problem I have for Golden Girls is that it's a meme game. That's it. Like, that's the only criticism.
So well.
No, that's not that's the only criticism though I have. So all I think is, yeah, if you did that in the style of like the Simpsons beat 'em up, hell yeah,
that would work. Yeah,
that would sell. Like, and then doing it with the whole alternate rooms and stuff, like having one of the more advanced type beat 'em ups makes sense to me, because I play beat 'em ups pretty regularly, like Streets of Rage 4. I play.
Is that good?
I play the River City Girls is great, and it's expanded the genre. I don't see it as limiting as Mac does. I think there's a lot more to that genre than people realize. So I'm gonna go with that just because I feel like yours would actually be a thing. Mind you, you'd sell it for like $5. Yeah. It's a meme game. But I also just do not see the viability of trying to advertise being around comedians doing weird stuff for no reason. I don't see a community you can build around that. You can build a TV show around it, but not like a gaming community. It doesn't have that same type of feeling. Because you can't. Once you start deifying real people instead of characters, it loses its power, if you know what I mean. Because like if you had a fictional character in the game that was awesome, you're going to get a fan base around that character. You're going to get people interested in the game through that character. But if it's a real person, that real person can make mistakes, fuck up, all this stuff, and they become less interesting by default. And it's harder to build a community around that.
And that looks bad on the game, too.
Exactly. You can. There's too much blowback that can happen.
Almost sounds like your first comment, the last comment, don't almost like contradict each other. Like, should have comedians, but if you got real people there and they screw up, then you're not going to like them.
Well, no, I'm talking just from that's how I don't want real comedians. I want fictional written characters. You can't cancel a character. Canceling a fictional character is a lot harder than canceling a person.
Right.
They can do it though.
Part of my argument, not getting the actual people in there. So if all of a sudden, like Noel just got showing his dick to someone in a bathroom that we don't like. Oh well, we got him in the game now. We got fictional characters on there that we're not worried about. We're not worried about that kind of thing.
The fictional character might show its dick to somebody. Yeah. They'll go through Discord and just go.
No, it's okay. Okay.
Right there.
Okay, so Trink, what are they saying in the chat?
It's mostly Spacey Moo. He says that there's no real good comedy, so this is a trap.
Trap. I wouldn't say it's a trap. There are good comedies. I mean,
Elder Abuse the Game featuring Golden Girls.
Yeah. Look, I don't think it's a trap. I mean, my choice would have been Bill Bellamy. I would actually follow John. Bill Bellamy, Who Got Jokes, and I would have did the same. Wouldn't do his concept, but I would have done a little different.
Like no, there's like there's a really good comedy based adventure game called the Comedy Quest for free on Steam.
Right.
You know,
right?
I think that's it. I think it's an unexplored genre.
Yeah, that's the
a
reason
stand-up simulator would be interesting.
It would be interesting. That's the reason why I was like, anything interesting. I think that holds a lot, and I was like, okay,
yeah.
You complained about me not picking up the new, and I just picked the new thing. So there, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, Zach.
Yeah, but if the new thing is, drinking bleach, we shouldn't do that either. Nobody's done that.
This is America.
Yeah, we can do whatever the fuck we want. We can drink bleach.
Especially
like
drinking bleach.
American.
We do that for a national pastime.
I can drink.
I really, really wish there wasn't an actual cult that advocates and does that.
I can drink bleach.
But there is.
I can drink my motherfucking bleach with one fucking pinky finger up, damn it. So what? Anyway. Yeah.
It was Billy Wayne Davis talking about it the other day. Bleach cult.
What the hell do you all watch?
Question number 2. So how you got one? Congratulations. Question number 2.
The microphone is supposed to be in front of your face, correct?
Question number 2, Zach. Question number 2. Number 2. The second dose. So you want to read it, Zach? I'll take that as a no. What is the best interactive dream game? Drama game. Fuck my vision. What is the best interactive drama game?
Best interactive dream game. I don't know. Is there a weird dream something simulator I'm not aware of?
Oh no,
that's drama.
I know it says drama. My eyesight was terrible right there. Okay,
no, that's just Max normal game. Spelling. What are we talking about?
What? Look, my look is my glasses.
What?
Sorry.
Look.
Is there another dream game other than than LSD Dream Simulator?
Dreams, that one game on a PS4.
Nights into Dreams. I mean, that's the closest one I can think of.
Yeah, that's
we're talking about Sega.
All right, so we're gonna start with John, and then we're gonna go Bat Hall. John, what is your answer?
Heavy Rain.
Heavy rain. Okay. Bat Hall.
Persona 5.
Okay, Dancing.
That's not Dancing All Night. That's a different series.
Okay. Dancing on. That's a completely different series because that's a rhythm-based game. This is the RPG/drama series.
And then you have the arena. Then you have Strikers.
Shimigami Tensei too.
Yep. No, it's
so John, tell us why your answer is the best.
Biggest thing is the story. You have several different characters, all with their different their story arcs. One guy is a really shitty dad. We got the detectives. We got the out of work detective. We got the guy who's just trying to find the origami killer, and like they all start to weave together in a fun way. And then there's like multiple ways you can do it. Like there's no set way. Like in a lot of other games, like you have to go from point A to point B to point C with very little variation. But with any of the games by Quantic Dream, you can find those different areas that you could actually try to go through the challenges. You could be like Pro Jared and just be like, I'm going to be the worst dad ever, and I'm not even going to do this challenge. I'm just going to go fuck off here. You can get a great ending where you find the origami killer and the kid's okay and everyone lives and happy. You can have everybody die and the origami killer gets away with it. I like that. It's got a lot of replay value to it as you're going through. the gameplay itself, it's fun. It's a lot of quick time events, but that's okay. And also for the memes, it's a game that has a lot of great memes to it. And where else would we get press X to Jason?
Jason.
Exactly. That's all I got.
I did some
Ring
research.
the bell.
All right, ringing the bell. Okay. Bell.
So, Persona 5 is not only an interactive drama game, but it is also an RPG. This makes it to where you get to where you are interested in these characters. Their character development it's close to your heart. I personally, I don't really like interactive drama games. I'm not even that big of an RPG guy. But I'm telling you, I played Persona 5, and just the way it has its characters set up, and the way that not only do your relationships with the characters help you in battle, you have a back and forth between both game styles that just mesh together so well. There's very few games that can do what Persona 5 did. Like, even if it wasn't best interactive drama game, it'd still be just one of the best games of all time. And it's timeless. That's the thing, it's timeless. With a lot of types of games with their 3D graphics and stuff, they don't have stylized graphics. Persona 5 does, and it's still going to look good 5 years from now, as it already does, because Persona has a certain style that just kind of, it's completely different. It doesn't feel like you're watching a shittily made movie with CGI that, just up in the air. It was honestly just a solidly made game. It's one of the only times I've ever been able to sit through a 100-hour plus game. I'm even playing through Royal right now. So that should tell you just how much that actually goes into deep detail about how good that game is, because people that wouldn't normally play this are playing this now. And it's honestly kind of a beautiful thing, because you got Joker and Smash Brothers. The game had to be good, for one thing. You don't see Jason. And it didn't try to be more than it was. It knew that it was about teenagers and stuff like that, and it didn't try to be more than it was. It didn't try to go into this deep, dark story. It knew its limits, and it kept to them well. Because that's one thing about drama, is knowing your limits. You can't go into one other thing. It's like with I don't know if anybody's watched 13 Reasons Why. Literally just at the fourth season, they stop making sense at all and start getting these plot lines and just cutting them out completely and making them different. And they just make a character game for no reason. But this type of game doesn't pull stuff like that on you, because it has respect for the player, and you can tell there's so much love and care put into it that it's barely even you can't even think how much time and effort was put into that. Even going back and seeing the beta, when you go back and see the beta, you actually see a lot of love and care put into it, just by like simple little things that make you feel the characters are more involved. And it's like a lot of these anime games that you see on Switch for like $5 all the time, but they turned it into a full-fledged game with some of the best RPG mechanics.
Time's up. Sorry, time's up. Yeah, you're meant to. I'm sorry.
I'm going on.
All right. So, we're going to. Okay, so we are going to the grudge. Damn it, that's funny. So
what
we're
the
going.
fuck are you talking about?
Nothing.
Nobody knows what the fuck you're doing.
No, nothing. I'm just laughing at something that somebody sent. So I'm going. So we're going to the grudge round. Trink, are you ready?
Yep.
Zach, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna go to gallery mode. I'm gonna go right here. When I ring the bell, you may go after each other. Now.
All right. So Persona 5 is miles better than I can't remember the name.
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain. It's so much better than Heavy Rain because Heavy Rain tries to be something that's not and something that was not doable at the time. You know,
what is it trying to be that it's not?
Trying to be an interactive movie.
It totally is an interactive movie.
But but the storyline is shit. Has one of the worst storylines I've ever actually seen in a game. And I've played Sonic games. I know shit storylines.
Says the man that wants to make a Golden Girls side scroller beat 'em up. I will fully agree that Persona 5 is a better game, but it's a better game as an RPG. Drama elements is like grasping for straws. Like knowing your limits. This is a game that has penis train monsters in it. I'm not sure.
That's still something completely different though in that fact, because listen, yes, but one thing that was DLC too. I think it was. I remember. But the thing is, the personas are not the main focus here. It's how the interactive drama elements, like, you know, you can
You're talking about a relationship simulator, not a drama game.
No, I'm not. The relationships
go through in the game help your character's abilities and build some stuff, but you can get through the game while just paying absolute shit attention to the characters.
No, you cannot do that. Trust me.
You 100% can.
Have you played through the game?
I've played through both of them. I've put hundreds of hours into both of them.
You can't do that without having, because listen, when you have the personas, you have to talk to them. You have to negotiate with them. You can't just, you have to tell their types and stuff like that. It's not just the characters that you have in your direct party, but also the personas. And, you know, you have to talk to all these different confidants and stuff like that. And yeah, that's a huge part of it. And every time,
once again, you're talking relationship simulator and
not relationship simulator, because, well, okay, Jason and his son, stuff like that. Don't you have to also have like a relationships going on too? But that has no that helps you in no way by the end of the game. It's so linear, and you have almost no effect on the story at all. You're literally just watching a movie that you slightly interact with. Persona has substance. It's some of the most substance I've seen in a game. And you gotta think.
Substance, yes, absolutely. But once again, you're veering away from the drama. There's very little drama elements. And knowing your limits, that is something you absolutely want in a drama game. Like you want to watch something drama and you want to go at one point and say, like, oh my God, I can't believe they just did that. When you get to like the twist in Heavy Rain, like, oh my God, that's Origami Killer. What the flying hell?
But that's not knowing your limits. I'm talking about, like, that's not exactly knowing your limits. It's when you're veering off to a completely different plot point. It's like how some games, you know, you have this sequel to a game and it has nothing to do with the original game other than the characters. That's what Heavy Rain goes into, because it brings in these characters that nobody knows. You know, Persona,
like you go into any movie, you're like, oh, here's a movie. I don't know these characters,
but it doesn't give you time to
Marvel in front of it. You're like, okay, what do I do with this? Knives Out is a wonderful movie. It's a wonderful dramatic movie, and you're just like, oh, okay, who are these characters? And eventually you get pulled in, like, okay, Chris Evans, kind of a douche. Daniel Craig, that's a weird accent for him, but I want to see how this turns out, and that's what Heavy Rain does. It has a bunch of like seemingly unrelated characters, and as they're weaving the story around, like, okay, right now.
But you don't get time. You don't get time to learn about them, because the story is very just bam, 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 bam. You know, Persona, you can finish, like, technically, you can finish the game. I'll agree with you on this. You can finish the game and you don't have to talk to some of the confidants, but you have to some extent to make the game easier. It
Actually,
expects
you absolutely have to do those RPG elements in an RPG.
No. It's not RPG elements. It's drama elements.
Those are not dramatic at all.
Neither is someone going around saying Jason.
Oh, that's
Okay. Shut up. Okay. Anybody got a question? You got a question?
Several, but I do about a lot of things.
Okay, cool. Trink,
I do actually have one.
Okay. Zach, what's your question? I want to hear it.
How are your games more drama than melodrama?
What do you mean by melodrama?
Yeah, I was asking about that too.
Like, what do you mean by
Drama is supposed to have the emotions grounded in reality, where melodrama is specifically exaggerated. If we're talking interactive drama, how does it not drift into melodrama?
Well, I mean, like, it brings, there's a lot of plot points in Persona that, a lot of people could bring into their own lives because they're, you got to realize, yes, it's an M-rated game, but they know their audience is people like me, like teenagers. It's people that, are not going, or that are going to be able to take this stuff and be able to realize it. It exaggerates it, but not in the melodramatic way. It exaggerates it to show how it feels with the mementos area and stuff like that. That's an exaggeration of the human cognition.
Minutes up, sorry. John?
All right, as far as drama is concerned, I think Heavy Rain is there to elicit certain emotions that, like, okay, how would I feel in this situation? How would I feel if I'm going through the divorce? Because kid A's dead, and and all right, here's kid B. How should I feel about him and just making him a crappy TV dinner? Yeah, how am I feeling for this character? How should this character react if you screwed up one son and now you're potentially going to lose this other son? How are you gonna be in that? I think what it goes into melodrama is the Nicolas Cage effect. Like, if they just go so overboard with their emotions and their acting, they're like, okay, that's a little overboard. I knew you lost your son, but tone it back a little bit. I think his level of reactions to that, perfectly in sync with losing your son, how you would react. For the one girl, when she's tied down on the table and she's about to get like sawed in half, obviously you're going to be a little bit freaked out. But is it to the level of like Friday the 13th overacting, horny teenager on a beach? No, not to that point. She's obviously fearful for her life, but she's not super overboard crazy about it. There's just enough tension there that it puts you in there like, I got to get her out, instead of I just want her, let's see what happens when she gets sawed in half.
How's that? Is that facts?
I mean, factually, I have many facts, but they're mostly spoilers.
Okay.
That's the issue with that.
You don't want to spoil it. Does it pertain to the question, or does it? No.
It's more my thoughts on the whole thing.
Okay.
I'd say it's complicated.
All right. Trink, who you thought won?
Okay, I wanted to buy Raid. I have never actually gotten to that one. I've seen friends play Persona 5 and my husband play, so I know a bit about each, considering I've looked into the one and I've seen gameplay of the other before all this, and this is hard. But I'm going with Raid because I do agree that Persona 5 is more just an RPG than dramatic.
Right.
Game, there is drama, but it's not one of the main focuses, really.
Right.
It is the main focus. story wise, and how you interact with the other characters. Really,
Yes, then by that case, term in the sense, Dragon Age is too.
And Final Fantasies is too. So you put it in that thing. Put it in that.
I mean, you can just about say anything's an interactive drama if it has a story that you have any effect on.
I guess I personally define it partially by the way you interact with the characters.
Yeah.
Because are you using your interaction to create and interact with that drama of what's going on in the world, as opposed to sort of having it happen around you? Are you able to interact with it directly? Where in Persona you can interact with it directly, as opposed to something that's entirely scripted and you really don't have a choice on how you form the drama that are occurring.
Yeah, you can choose how deep into the story you want to go, and it usually helps you out in the end.
I've still already made my decision.
No. I was just answering your question.
All right. Well, Zach, who you thought won?
This is hard because I really wish that you would have gone harder on Heavy Rain, because I hate that game with fiery passions that are in it. Like,
I do too.
Like and it's not the way it controls, it's how it is written is terrible, and it makes no sense whatsoever. But you did mention the story just goes off into nowhere where it makes sense. The twist of the game does not make sense in retrospect of what you've been doing in the game. That does take you out of the drama very heavily, because it's hard to care. You know? It's hard to care when you're like, wait, why doesn't that make sense? Where I'd say P5 does remain consistent, but I did like that you both had it. I kind of set up a trap with the melodrama question, I'm going to be honest. And the trap was melodrama isn't inherently bad. Where Austin admitted, like, oh, it does go into melodrama, but in service of the drama and the plot. You went, oh no, it stays away from the dramatic. And I'm like, so it doesn't actually use enough melodrama to hook you in. You need melodrama to hook into drama.
That is an astute observation.
So that was a little bit of a trap question I came up with.
That was your trap card.
Sorry about that, John. I thought it was to be an interesting idea. I wanted to see what happened. I mean, I'm going with P5, but I do think you could have really picked apart what is wrong with the drama elements of pretty much every David Cage game that's ever existed.
Okay, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep this sweet and simple, sweet, straight to the point. It's Heavy Rain for me. Heavy Rain is an interactive drama. I'm sorry if you would have picked like fun. So I don't hate. I know there's no hate. I'm taking hate out of the equation. Persona 5 is technically, it feels like an RPG. It is an RPG. It is an RPG. And
but I was told that it fit in the same thing.
Yeah. It fit the question, but it feels like you talked about, like, he did attack you by saying you're not putting real life. You're gaining. What I forgot. He said something about it, and it was right. It was exactly correct. Like, because with that, I mean, and you could have chosen a different answer. You could have chosen the Final Fantasy. You could have chosen what was the latest.
I think you. I'm just gonna say this. I think he lost because you guys don't know the point of Persona.
It's Persona is about getting all your different characters together and being able to not only create your own team of Phantom Thieves, but you can also
there's a huge societal
Zach, you already
stuff.
said it.
You
hate.
I do hate Heavy Rain.
You do hate Heavy Rain, but his argument was not bad.
No, he could have come if he wanted to bolster Heavy Rain.
Hits against him were
the
just as hard
control.
as hits against him.
I would have said
he didn't give no good hits against Heavy Rain. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't have good hits against Heavy Rain.
What are you talking about? He was talking specifically how as a drama it shifts into nowhere.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like that's specifically a commentary on the genre that it went nowhere.
Heavy Rain wins in my book, so Heavy Rain gets the point. So there we go.
Like I wouldn't have picked Persona either, but I would have rather have gone with something like D4, even though it never got finished. It's way more interesting.
Well, we're talking about what's the best interactive drama, not just because it's an interactive drama, but it's like what game fits into the interactive drama genre, but is also a good game in general too. You got to think about
it's complicated. Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah,
Heavy Rain won. Trink, what did they say in the chat?
Basically, was guessing Psychonauts.
Oh, cool.
Not enough interaction with the drama personally, but still a great game.
And of course, Mac and his damn Mega Man answer for literally everything in existence.
Look. I also said Trink wants to kill me. I think this is what happens. No, it's an objective action. Space Demon says she dies a little bit when I get the answer. And I also said I think she wants to kill me now that I said Mega Man.
I don't know. I play a lot of interactive drama games, so I don't know. It's your answer's confusing.
No, I was just playing. I was just fucking around. Like, my answer would have been Beyond Two Souls. I just wanted to piss Trink off.
Oh, that game is terrible.
Yeah.
Especially if he's going to talk about like the Mega Man X Hunter. That could have been something. Something. I'm glad that didn't come out.
Well, if you want to talk to Mega Man, I mean, you could probably just go with Legends and the way that plays, at least.
Yeah, Legends.
Because like it's kind of actually like Persona 5.
Yeah, no, it has a lot of similarities.
Yeah, Legends was a good game.
Yeah. Unlike, Heavy Rain.
Why you really hate that game?
Oh, you have.
The only way I could have influenced you on Heavy Rain is to drive 30 minutes down there and just like, hop. Right.
Actually, you probably would have been.
Give your ear a little nibble.
No, actually, a little. You could have, if you would have actually walked more into how the controls are and how they interact. That would have actually been good argumentation for me.
Yeah.
So there is a way to do it.
Right.
So
all right. So going to question 3. We're all tied up. All right. So question number 3.
What is the worst non-06 Sonic release?
I'm ready for this.
All right, Bat Hog, you first. You're up.
Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, I thought you were going to give your answer.
All right, cool. You own it?
Yeah. There's not many Sonic games I don't own.
All right.
Like I've even bought the what's it called? The little Jaguar. Jaguar Electronics.
John,
Tiger Electronics. Tiger Electronics.
You need some therapy, man.
Yeah, you do.
I go to therapy.
John.
you need more therapy.
Yeah, retail. I need my therapy though of choice is retail therapy.
John, what is your answer?
Sonic R, which I have more respect for myself than to own that game.
I technically don't own that game. I own it on a collection.
I own it.
Do you own the original Sega Saturn copy?
And you're a handsome.
Can you send it my way? Can you send it my way? That's like a very hard to find game.
No. That's in my collection forever because I love going into the sunshine and forgetting about the rain.
You got stuck in my. Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine.
One day I'm going to exact my revenge on Crush 40. One day.
I love Crush 40. Crush 40 is literally one of my favorite bands of all time.
I will find a way to literally crush them with a 40-pound weight. That will be my plan.
Crushing 40 all the time.
All right, so
let's see how we roll around at the speed of sound then.
Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Get sick around, gotta keep moving on.
All right, Bat, tell us why Sonic Chronicles is the worst Sonic game.
Well, one thing, when you think Sonic, you think speed, you think high pace. And it fails definitely on that level because this is one of the slowest games, not even
Nope.
Just slow Sonic is I've ever played also because of how much grinding there is to do from the beginning of the game. And you get such a bad selection of characters from, and some of these characters, they tie in directly to the Archie comics, which I bet you money nobody in this call on here has read the Archie comics, or at least enough of it to know anything about the Knuckles clan. Do you know about the Knuckles clan?
Only briefly, just read about it, but this is your time, not mine.
Yeah, that's what I know. But and then that leads into the Nocturnus clan, but they don't have a lot of exposition during the story. So it's not just the story, it's also the gameplay, because the gameplay is basically think Final Fantasy if it was super slow, and it's already pretty slow as it is. And the characters had nothing to them. You have like a few attacks that you're going to be using over and over again to get through the end of the game. I went through and played some of it the other night, and I got to be honest with you, it's better than I thought it was. But at the same time, it added a lot of stuff into it that, only like, it's confusing. It's confusing. You pick up a Sonic game and you're not wanting to play an RPG, you're wanting to play high speed, high octane adventures. This takes everything out of a Sonic game and just trashes it, because it's absolutely just astonishing how much they could fuck up anything with Sonic's name on it. Sega already does enough of that. We definitely didn't need we didn't need BioWare to do that. And BioWare is known for RPGs, yet they fucked it up. I mean, it shows just how much people can actually just fuck up with that kind of stuff. It shows just there was a period of time where Sonic games didn't fuck up a whole lot. This was one of the biggest fuck ups that they had. You will not have a Sonic fan that will ever say, "Oh yeah, I like that game," because nobody does. It doesn't have a fan base, because if you're wanting to play a Sonic game, that's not what you play. That's something you play if you have free time. It doesn't have anything. It's not high speed. It's not high. I feel like I'm rambling some, but it feels like something that only the comic fans would really like, because of how it gets into the Knuckles tribe and the Nocturnus clan. And that makes completely no sense, because in Sonic Adventure they kill off all the echidnas.
Sorry, time's up. Shut up. All right, John, your time starts now.
All right, if you could just take everything he said and just splice in Sonic R, I think we're pretty good there. When you think Sonic, you think speed, you think fast paced. It's a racing game. Yes, there's supposed to be speed, but it doesn't feel fast. You're just kind of running, and you're collecting some rings and collecting power-ups. Oh, get a Chaos Emerald, and oh, I can unlock another character, and it's very repetitive. Honestly, when I was doing the first battle and I was looking for a racing game, Sonic R was right up there, but the only thing that really saved it was the music. A lot of Sonic games have good music, so that's
Amen,
really,
sister.
That's really a non-fact that's really a non-factor into the worst Sonic game. The controls are really clunky as you're trying to move back and forth. It's just, it feels more like it's a mini game that should have been added on to another game rather than be made a game itself. The races are just boring. You're just running around to unlock another character. You find the Chaos Emerald, then you run through the same race again just to beat it. You're going through, you're unlocking more characters, just playing the same levels over and over. Eventually you can get Sonic, and what do you do with that? Some more races. Ooh, the payoff is lame. There's in the game itself, I saw virtually no story, and the payoff at the end, you just get some more Sonic imagery, some Sonic music. Like, oh, okay. Honestly, if you wanted a better time playing Sonic R, you wanted a faster feel, you just go out, you pay money for the Sonic R soundtrack, You just load it onto your phone and you go for a jog. It's going to be a faster experience, and you're going to have the great music, and you'll have accomplished something at the end of the day.
All right. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Everybody ready? Ready. Trink, are you ready?
Yep.
That?
Murder each other.
Yeah.
All right.
You got this.
Y'all need to, this is the last 2 rounds. You need to murder each other, like Trink said. We want
Blood and fire.
Insult.
Burn with fire, burn with ice, burn from anything from Sonic Boom, Fire, and Ice.
All right. We start now.
Okay, so Sonic R is still a Sonic game. It feels like a Sonic game because you're still collecting Chaos Emeralds, you're still collecting rings, you're still going fast in most parts. You gotta realize, you gotta put this on the same level. But you gotta put this on the same level as Mario Kart. Do you think most people in Mario Kart are wanting to go and look for all the seven stars, in a racing game like that? No.
Because you're not doing that in Mario Kart. You're getting.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If they put that in the Mario game, they'd be crucified. But most people don't play racing games for that. But that's optional. You don't have to do that. You can play. You get a lot of content just through the first little bit. You get 4 to 5 playable characters. I can't really remember, and you can unlock more just for that. Huh? 4? Yeah, and but each of them had very unique play styles. Sonic Tail
run like they have a jumper in their pants until they get to the end. Yes, they all.
The thing is though, but every single character has their own unique attributes that get this game to strategic levels. Amy Rose, she has her car, which helps her hover over water, which is something that Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles really can't do. And then
Sonic
you got
doesn't need to. He just runs through the water a little bit, like I'm in the water. There's no difference.
But it slows down. It slows him down a lot.
And the thing about Sonic
in a racing game
is that
you're playing for speed.
Right.
Sonic is about speed. People have been wanting this for years.
The thing about Sonic Chronicles, though, is you have a bunch of different characters that help contribute to the overall part of the game.
But they don't do anything special. They all literally are just menu options with different sprites. Big the Cat is somehow just about the same. Playing as Big the Cat is just about the same as playing Sonic, and that's something that is very, very unnatural. Because every single character plays the same. But you have this stupid system of the touch controls. The touch controls defeat the whole purpose of an RPG. Sonic R is exactly what fans have been wanting for years.
Every RPGs need their own special mechanic. You look at stuff like Shadow Hearts, where you have like the ring system, and you have to do attacks with that.
But do you have to use touch controls to go through and play half the game? If you do not, most people that play RPGs don't want to play something where they need their.
Then you play on a home console. You don't play on the DS.
Do you know how many good RPGs there was on the DS?
There's a lot of them, and
exactly.
And that's
this is not
that's
one
what Sonic
of them.
Chronicles tried to do to differentiate itself. Is okay. We can just be another run of the.
And it would have been better if they done that,
or
because Sonic is a reputable brand enough to where they probably could have done that in the first place if they just added more Sonic elements to it. Sonic R still has enough elements for it to be its own standalone game. No, it's not a very good. It's not a very good game. Neither of these are very good games.
Right.
But you're picking the worst of 2 evils here.
Right. And I think Sonic R is the worst 2 evils because very little story. Like when you're talking about the time.
When you're playing a Sonic game,
to the comics,
do you know how many people just don't want story? Do you know how many people are just saying we don't want story in the Sonic games? It's because they're so bad. Have you seen Sonic Colors with the writing with the Baldy McNose hair, stuff like that? I just played through it 2 times, and I just about want to skip the cutscenes every single time, despite the good voice acting. The thing is, Sonic games with story. A racing game does not need a fucking story. This needs a story, and it delivers on it. It does not deliver on it at all.
Sonic at least needs some semblance of a story, though. Even if you look at like a Sonic, 1, 2, and 3, there's like some semblance of a story. You understood what was going on. That
in the manual.
Okay, the robot.
If you want it, it's there, but it's not forced upon you. It's like, listen,
and Sonic R doesn't force anything upon you. It's just
because you don't need it.
Oh, hey, wanna run kind of crappily around this area that has some rings on it. We'll call it a Sonic game. Hey, we have a couple songs we haven't used. Let's put this in this game with a Sonic character on it.
Some stuff just fell over.
Now we're looking for something. But I think with Sonic Chronicles, yeah, I mean, if you're going into an RPG, you got to expect story. So if you're going into Sonic Chronicles, you got to know what you're going into.
Time.
Damn it! I actually had a good.
All right. Thank you, Trink.
Yep.
All right. So anybody got a question? Okay, guess nobody got a question. All right. Good. Here's a question. What exactly makes what is the worst element from your game? Is that a good question? Is that Trink?
Yeah, it's fine to me.
I mean, if we have no other questions, then yours is by default good.
Okay, whatever. All right, what is the worst
both
element?
the best question
What's
and the worst
element
question
from your game?
simultaneously?
Now, what is the worst element from your game?
Well, in my game, the worst element, kind of hard to choose, but I'd say it's probably the touch controls, and that it has to be one of the worst ways to element attacks and stuff. You can be extremely intelligent and get through this game.
Okay.
But if you do not have good hand-eye coordination, you can completely fail at it, which to me defeats the whole purpose of an RPG, because you have two different types of people. You got people that want to use their minds and intellect to be able to play a game much easier, or you got people that want some mindless, fast fun. And Sonic Chronicles doesn't deliver on either front. You know?
Gotcha. John?
What part of me wants to say controls. The other thing I want to say is like a sense of speed. You play any of the other games, and besides Sonic Chronicles, and you're going through it's blast processing. You're
different era
through the game. You got this sense of speed. You're Sonic, gotta go fast. Sonic R doesn't do that. You're racing, but as soon as you hit like a curve or something like that, it's just so you don't go flying off into nowhere. You gotta brake, and just completely breaks the sense of speed. At least
Sonic wants perfection.
As you're like burning through, you're dodging left and right trying to get through stuff, but you still maintain that sense of speed. Sonic R never gets to that sense of speed that you want to see in
Sonic Chronicles. It has a sense of speed.
And it's up. All right.
Confused.
Zach, you got the facts?
Fact. Sonic R is a rebuilt Formula One game.
Ooh.
This explains why it controls the way it does. Also, Traveler's Tales at the time kind of sucked balls.
It did.
If anyone remembers Toy Story for the Super Nintendo.
But Crash Twin Sandy was
also terrible. Yes.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Fucking with you.
It wasn't.
No, but they have done some
you're a liar.
Garbage.
You're a liar. But okay.
Yes, I am lying. That's the idea.
Yeah, you're lying because.
But they have also done the Bram Stoker Dracula game.
This is true. But you just lied.
He was joking, Mac.
I know.
Also, there was a lawsuit due to the use of Archie comics ideas in Dark Chronicles. The Dark Brotherhood. Yep.
Can I explain that?
The Ken Penders thing?
No.
It's more than that. It's more than that. It was about the characters I was talking about earlier, the Nocturnus clan, because he looked very similar to many characters in the Ken. Because there was like characters like Julie Sue. There was what's her name? Anyway, she had a son in the 30 Years Later comics. I can't remember. It's like Linda or something. I can't remember. But he had this large variety of characters that was echidnas. They tried to bring back the echidna tribe, but they tried to do it twice. And Ken Penders, they wanted to get rid of him kind of because, well, he's a pervert. And he even went on Twitter and said, "Listen, if I stay on to the comics longer, I would have Jeffrey St. John, the skunk, and Sally Acorn having a full-out sex scene."
Yep, Penders is problematic to say the least.
Problematic does not do that justice. It's kind of fun.
No, but he's interesting to me because I actually stopped reading the Sonic comics around the time that he got in here. Because I stopped giving a shit.
Especially with the art style too. You know, he went on and created his own comics line around Julie Sue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was stupid. It's like, what the hell did I just watch? And it was like over sexualized and stuff like that. I'm like, he's a fucking furry.
It's fine, but
not really.
Well, I don't know. I think being a furry's fine.
Zach, is that it, man?
Pretty much, unless you think the Formula One story needs more.
Nah, it's okay. Who you thought won?
I hate both of these games, but one of them makes no sense to me, where the other one, I understand exactly how it happened. Sonic R is a result of Sega being 1990 Sega. Like
they want a lot of racing games.
Yeah, and it's them being really, really stupid and being Sega and saying, Traveler's Tales, you should make our racing games, as opposed to Sega, the racing game company, making a racing game.
Because like, didn't they have like the Virtua Racer on the Genesis, and that game looked beautiful for the time.
Outrun, they made the best F-Zero game.
But that was a GameCube one, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they are racing game gods, but they asked Traveler's Tales.
That's Sega being Sega for you, everybody.
Yes, exactly.
So
Dark Chronicles makes no sense to me because it's based off of ideas nobody likes. I actually do not. I think controls are weird. I do not fault them for trying something though. Here's the thing. It tarnished BioWare in a way I'm not sure that they've ever recovered from either.
I haven't seen them make many games the last few years.
Oh, I have. It was called Anthem. It was terrible.
And I think people looked at that more critically because of stuff like this.
Yeah.
They had a long streak for a while.
I would say, well, I don't think the Dark Brotherhood damaged Sega. I'd say it damaged BioWare, where I don't see how Traveler's Tales was particularly damaged by this.
They are already a bad company.
What the fuck, Sega? What are you doing? So, I mean, I'm just going to go off damage and go, like, I think that Dark Chronicles, the Dark Brotherhood caused way more problems for people just in real life. As opposed
all right. So you're going with Dark Chronicles. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's way worse for humanity as a whole.
Trink?
Listening to both, I kind of have to agree with Zach here that the one sounds way worse than the other, considering, copyright property kind of still, it's a mess. That's a mess. Hot mess.
Right.
On fire.
Right. I'm going to tend to agree. Yes, Sonic Dark Chronicles is the worst one. I mean, even though I admit Sonic R is terrible, but I love it. I love it because it's that terrible. But I'll admit you didn't come up with a lot of arguments against Dark Chronicles, so I gotta give it to Dark Chronicles as well.
Dark Brotherhood, Sonic Chronicles, Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah,
Sorry, kills me.
Fuck the title alone, honestly. The title is bad.
Yeah, because Chronicles means like you're trying to go back into the past and stuff like that, but all I did was build onto the story and not even that much. A lot of the stuff that was in this game never got brought up again, even in the Archie comics, because there was no comic adaptation or anything to it.
All right, Trink, what did they say in the chat?
Space Mute was all for putting his answer as Sonic and Mario at the Olympics.
I'm not sure enough people have played it to have, or, well, the Rio one they haven't played. That one.
Trink,
Because you
somebody
couldn't
else.
find a damn copy of it.
Trink, somebody
Mac,
else.
your answers don't count.
No,
You're
it's
not
Sonic
special.
X.
Sonic X on Leapster?
No, just Sonic X.
Oh, because it
Sonic-
was the Leapster game, and I got it sitting right over there.
Also, surprisingly, third season gets a lot better. For
Oh, yeah,
weird
the
reasons.
Metarex Saga.
X.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Metarex Saga. It's so
I
good.
say skip the rest of the show.
Dark Sonic actually shows up in that. That is the only time he's officially shown up with Dark Sonic is in Sonic X.
Count. Oh.
And in the comic, oh wait, he did show up once in the comics too in the new IDW comics because he thought that Tails, Knuckles, and Amy died, and he was about to kill everyone.
I still would have gone with Secret Ring simply as it's a non-functional game.
Look, it's just train. Anyway,
He got that one annoying song. Make release before I'm running now. I swear to God, that game pisses me off so much because it could have been so much more because they had a good story going. The story was good. In like a sense of the word, I guess.
all right. Last question of the night. All right, John, you need this answer to get to put a tie and go into chaos, or Bat Hog will win it all. But here we go. Question number 4, the final question of the night.
Set it all on fire.
Yes.
I mean,
no. Kill snacks.
No, I just kept having the Sonic was never good meme just roll in my head.
Oh God. Listen, I hated that because like that was one of the stupidest things ever. Because like they were they like actually have like a thing is like when they're talking about a Sonic game, they always have to say Sonic did have a rough transition in 3D. That is literally written in their thing to where it's like they have to say that every time they do a Sonic video.
Yep.
All right. Question number 4 is, what is the worst mascot in gaming? We're going to start with John, then we're going to Bat Hog. John, what is your answer?
Awesome Possum.
All right. Bat Hog.
Bubsy the Bobcat.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
The little shit. Okay.
You're welcome.
I'll be right back.
I am very concerned with how well you do the Bubsy voice, how long you've been practicing it, and what you do in your spare time now.
This is what I do in my spare time. I've done voices for like the past like 5 years. I actually got like people's actually asked me to voice Dr. Eggman a bunch and stuff like, I am Dr. Ivo Eggman Robot. I've been waiting a long time for this. I've actually talked to Mike Pollock a few times too. So.
I'm trying to remember what was that Sonic animation that was awesome?
Nazo Unleashed.
Maybe the one where it was like Sonic Heroes and they beat the crap out of each other.
All right.
Oh, Seaside Denied.
Yes.
All right.
I love the song at the end of it.
I'll try, can't guarantee. Jump makes you jump. Press the B button to jump.
All right, hold on for a minute.
I don't see a button. I'm just jump. I'm a child.
Next drinking.
Quiet you. Yeah, I'm doing this. And
I won't be
Omega
impartial.
voice was like,
All right, let's get this shit so started. John, go ahead.
All right. Awesome Possum by Tegan. Just failed mascot miserably. They tried to go for an environmental angle for it, and no one likes environmental stuff unless it's Captain Planet. And even then, you need Don Cheadle to make it good. But like collecting like trash to keep the place clean, and then answering environmental questions. Like, okay, I want to play a game and then answer some trivia. Worked really well for the Bible games, worked just as well for Awesome Possum. Really, the only reason Awesome Possum got in the door is because in 1993, Sega wasn't coming out with a Sonic 3 quite yet. That came out next year. So they're like, well, we need to get some sort of mascot-based game for the Genesis out. How about Awesome Possum? And that's how it got out. He just has a bunch of annoying generic catchphrases. What a ball! I'm awesome. Stop polluting. Once again, going into the environmental angle. Recycled sound effects, which he did a lot for the Genesis games. You just hear the same bouncing, colliding, exploding sound effects for Genesis. Just like, okay, I don't want any of this. And it just really felt like a Sonic clone minus the speed, spin attacks, robot-based enemies, and including a guy called Dr. Machino versus Dr. Robotnik. It just nothing inspiring about the game, and anything that was original about it wasn't really well conceived. And I really think Awesome Possum, he could use a reboot, since possums are once again, they're in meme category. So if they could just do a re-imaging of Awesome Possum to go with go with today's trends, I think it could be fun. But just the only shot that he got, it just fell short on so many points for a uninspiring game with uninspiring sounds and just nothing original to it whatsoever.
Okay.
Actually, can I do like a fact real quick on this? Actually,
No,
yes, I'm
no,
going to
no,
do a fact.
no
I do one?
facts. No facts.
I got
no
one.
Facts. No facts now.
Let him do it.
Why? We always do facts at the end.
No, but if he has one, I'm curious which one it is.
Okay.
Sega did not make this game. It was originally made by Tengen.
Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of breaks the part along.
Yes and no. It's weird.
Okay. All right. Is that it, man?
That's what I got.
All right.
Get you a big sip of that real quick. You're going to need it.
All right. Tell us why this piece of shit is the worst of mascot.
All right, so Bubsy the Bobcat came out January 1993, which is just after the success of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So, of course, Accolade, which is surprisingly now known for making Spider-Man games, had to get on with that, and they had to make their own Sonic mascot, bringing on a whole bunch of different platformer mascot type things along with it. But when you say something's awful, do you go to the newest thing, or do you go to the old and say this is what started it, so this has to be the worst? Bubsy started this, and honestly, Bubsy is something that absolutely just didn't work. They've been trying to make it work for the past 20 years, because you got to remember too, this game has had a reboot as of the past few years, and it was just as bad then as it is, or is just as bad now as it was way back then. The first game was kind of okay, but after that, it was just a shit show. And may I remind you all, Bubsy 3D, which honestly just gave him some of the most annoying voice lines that could come out of a platformer mascot. And speaking of that, he was about to get his own full-fledged cartoon, but it was turned down due to him being too annoying, and that there was no actual premise other than it's an annoying bobcat who just will not shut the fuck up. and it just causes a lot more problems with that because there's no redeeming qualities to Bubsy. You know, they've tried remaking it again. They've got multiple teams to work on it. All 3 times they've had 3 different teams work on the games, they have completely failed. The mascot itself is the problem, and it's because they're having to go back to the platforming elements. They can't try anything new because the character, you know, had so many lines that was like perfect for platformers, but a bad platformer at that. And then, you know, with you know, you have the lines like,
"Oh, look at the platformer with platforms."
Which you had stuff that absolutely would just, you know, drive a person insane. I know I was playing Bubsy just like a few minutes ago, drove me about up the wall insane. You know, because like he always has these one-liners that go on and on and on and on and on. You know, and it's not environmental or anything. You know, because environmental can work, like in the Sonic SatAM cartoon, but they went a completely different route and they lost what he was trying to go off of was about. You know, because Sonic was all about, you know, saving the woodland creatures. So, and it's all about, like, if you look at like Sonic CD, stuff like that, which only came out like a few months away from Bubsy in 1993, it was all about, let's save the planet. Let's save a literal fucking planet. But Bubsy went the opposite direction and didn't have that same message, you know, that made Sonic what he is. They didn't have enough of a reason for that character to exist. You know, a character has to have a reason to exist for it to be at least somewhat viable as a character in a game. You don't just add in multiple characters just to
Time's up. All right. There's a reason why I drunk that. Yeah, drinking also causes me to be impartial, so I'll take both of your arguments without going influencing rage for a certain reason, but it lets me become impartial with anything that anybody's trying to suck up with me with an answer. So
I would like to
before we get into that, can I just drop a fact as well?
What?
Okay.
Bubsy wore a shirt.
Sonic's worn a tuxedo on multiple occasions,
Nope,
and Awesome Possum also
just Bubsy himself wore a shirt.
Didn't Awesome Possum wear one too?
We'll take that into the
No,
grudge
he had
round.
a bodysuit actually.
All right,
Might as
we'll
well
take
be
that.
something.
We'll take that into the grudge round. All right, this is the final one.
I mean, if you want a fact, I could point out that Atari, in a way, is responsible for both of these.
Trink, you ready?
Wow.
Yeah.
Zach, are you ready?
I would like to point out alcohol doesn't work that way.
It works for me. All
Nah,
right.
he's just gonna end up
Whatever
raging about it
helps
more
you,
later.
buddy.
I'm just who? I'm what? What'd you say, Trink?
Nothing.
Oh, whatever.
With the boat and water.
It's best if I get drunk now. All right, so I'm gonna ring this bell, kill each other, do whatever the fuck you want. I need blood. Yeah. Ringing the bell.
So you talked about how Awesome Possum was supposed to be like environmentally friendly. Like I said before, Sonic was built on environmentally
Don't
friendly.
talk about Sonic. You're bringing up Sonic.
But that's who
Does Awesome
both of these
Possum
characters. That's how both of these characters became to be, is because of the mascot platformer of the time. Both of these was a direct, like, you know, when you hear Bubsy, what argument do you hear along with it? That's a terrible game. It tried to be Sonic, and it didn't. So Sonic is absolutely a viable
Awesome
factor.
Possum tried to be Sonic, and it didn't. It failed horribly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, both of them
And if
did. We can say that. But I'm using.
You're trying to compare animals being kidnapped and turned into robots versus collecting recyclable materials and saying don't pollute.
It's the same thing because it's like it's using. Have you played Sonic 1?
Yes.
Have you played it? Okay.
I was alive when it came out.
Oh, but yeah, I bet you money I've played it more than you have. I bought 15 copies of it and played it every single time.
15 copies, that's just sad.
Yeah, it is. but I enjoy that game so much. It's my favorite video game of all time. If there's anything that anybody can know about the original Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm going to know about it.
Once again, we're going into Sonic Hedgehog territory.
You was talking about it too, so technically you started talking about it too.
Let's talk about number of games. How many games does Bubsy have?
About 5.
6. How many games does Awesome Possum have?
I only know the one.
Correct, 1. So you have a franchise that failed on its first attempt miserably versus a mascot that somehow got 6 games. I'm not saying that they're any good, but they somehow merited getting 5 games after the first. And you brought up getting a possible cartoon show. Just the only thing is like lack of substance. That says something for the character itself.
But the character itself doesn't have anything. It's people don't like the character. It was sales numbers that went to that. People bought the Bubsy, the original Bubsy is what draw everybody in because it was like Sonic the Hedgehog. And it was both on Nintendo and Sega Genesis.
But there's still 5 other games that came out. You can't just say like,
yeah, because of the sales numbers were good enough to warrant that.
Sonic 1 came out back in the 90s. Let's go get this new Bubsy game here in 2021. That sounds like a great idea because of Sonic 1. There's
but the thing is, now it's a meme. Character. Now it is a meme. You got to realize the with memes and stuff like that, it's probably one of the lowest of culture. I think most people can agree on that when it comes to video games and memes.
But he made meme status. The only possum that made meme status is just
awesome possum.
Just screaming actual possums, just screaming at you in their pictures.
And doesn't that mean his character was actually like better because there was less to make fun of? Because that's the thing. If you're talking about how good the actual characters are, there was more to make fun of for Bubsy. And that's why people despise his character. With Awesome Possum, he's just run-of-the-mill generic platformer character.
Exactly. There's enough for you to be able to form an opinion about Bubsy one way or the other.
Which is mostly bad.
Whether you love him for the memes, whether you hate him because he's annoying as all get out, you still have more of an informed opinion about Bubsy. Awesome Possum, you're just like, that rhymes. Okay, great. There's a t-shirt that says Awesome Possum on it. It has nothing to do with the video game whatsoever.
But does Awesome Possum, is it talked about to this day is still how bad it is? You got to realize that too. Bubsy's been talked about for years about how bad it was. The first few games weren't as bad as most people would say. It was the voice lines and stuff like that that was annoying. Right. But when you get now into the newer games and stuff, they take that and they take everything that they hate, that people hated about before, and ran with it, and somehow made it worse.
Yeah. And people keep coming back for it. It's a guilty pleasure that people still want to keep on coming back. You
don't think people still want to play Awesome Possum too?
No, they don't.
I can guarantee you, there's a lot of people that love to play stuff like that.
And they are called sociopaths. If you're playing Awesome Possum, non-ironically.
Time's up. Shut up. All right. Anybody got a question? That.
Why does it always fall to me? That's a question.
Your turn, Mac.
I actually gave a question.
Trink, you're the only one who hasn't.
I did. I gave a question in the last one.
But the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Trink, you actually haven't given
one. All right,
one.
give me a second.
That's bad if they have to think a second for.
No, it's all right. I understand.
God, she wasn't about to give me a question or not. I need a damn.
No, you can give it. I'm gonna shut up.
God damn, motherfucker.
Okay.
You motherfucker.
So hope everybody's having a good day.
My fingers start bleeding in class, so yeah, I'm doing great.
Okay, cool.
stigmata going on?
No,
What do you think they
you
would
did
have
say
to
that,
change to make
wait,
these
okay, like, right
marketable?
here.
Ooh, that's a good question. John.
To make him more marketable nowadays, I think you just need to throw him into it. I don't know about a different genre entirely, but I think you need to re-image him. You have to. I'd say, get him memed up. Bring the meme into it. Embrace the meme of the real life possum, and somehow make that make it something where he's trying to make himself meme worthy at that point.
Right.
Make him an unlockable character and the highly successful Taskmaster.
Awesome possum.
Oh my
supposed to be
God.
memeable.
Yeah. Let's get Taskmaster on VR
with Awesome Possum.
with Awesome Possum as an unlockable character with Sonic R as the bonus game.
Oh my
there we go.
God.
I will give free copies to the first 100 people, which is probably the only 100 people that own a VR set.
Okay.
I don't own one because I think it's stupid.
There you go.
All right, Bat Hog.
And you don't get a free copy.
Bat Hog.
I'm sorry. Okay. To make Bubsy marketable, you'd have to do a lot of work. Because one thing, the meme has completely devalued the character altogether. There's some characters that can do better with the meme, like, Shrek, you fucking ogre. But Bubsy, it was like he was there for a month where people was talking about his game and then just completely just went out. And yes, that is a part of meme culture too. But the thing is, Awesome Possum didn't have enough against it to actually be able to market it good or bad. Bubsy, there was a lot of marketing that actually did bad. They had more chances and they took no chances. All they did was go down. Because, if you start making the same games over and over and over, they're going to get worse.
All right, that's it. All right. Zach. I want to say, if you don't have the sack, I hate you so much. There is a fact check. I can fact check this. Bubsy did come out with another game, and I know because I have to review it. Bubsy the Woolly Strikes Back,
and Bubsy Paws on Fire.
Yes,
which is the 2019 one.
Yes,
yes. And I actually wanted to point out. With Awesome Possum, what he's talking about is the reason Time Warner tried to slide it in. That's the relation to Sega. Time Warner struck up a deal with Sega to slide it in during the time frame between Sonic 2 and 3. Also, these games are only 6 months apart, so the timeline thing doesn't really matter. 6 months.
10 months.
Well, no, one's May and one's November.
One I saw was January. I saw Bubsy came out in January, and November was Awesome Possum.
All right, that's it, Zach?
No, Bubsy was May 1993.
All right. Anything else, Zach?
I have opinions. That's about it.
All right, I'll go ahead and go first. No, I don't need this. Okay. Look. Bubsy is a horrible piece of shit. Gang, character, wherever the fuck he is. He needs to burn in the lowest pits of hell and die over again. And just literally needs the devil to just torture the shit out of him and then shoot him and then do it again.
Like, oh yeah, I love
That's what I want to happen to Bubsy. Hold on. But here's the problem. This is the worst character. While Bubsy is a terrible, annoying piece of shit to me, looking at the arguments, Awesome Possum is just as terrible because he is just terrible. They're making more Bubsy games. So he obviously is getting, he's obviously happy. He's making somebody happy out there. May not be me, but he's making somebody happy out there. And they're making more of these damn games.
You're definitely not the target market.
I remember Zach literally talked about this on the GF1 podcast. I was wondering who the fuck was that. And we were trying to figure out that shit. We were trying to figure out who Awesome Possum was. I don't even know who this thing is, which makes Awesome Possum the worst because I don't know what he is. Also, John came up with a good argument of, hey, you got like 6, 7 games. He only got 1. That means his is the worst. They learn from mistakes. Like, we're not making this shit in again. And look, Awesome Possum. Yeah, John won me. So Trink, you're gonna go. You're gonna say, "Wow."
Yeah, wow. But anyway, I have to say, a game's actually in a mascot is really bad when they haven't tried to remake it in the 2020 and like 2019 or 2016, because there was that whole phase of even if the video game was terrible at one point, they tried to remake it.
Shaq Fu.
Like, what was up with that?
Yeah, Shaq.
Please, if it's bad, just let it die. Let it die.
Yeah, Shaq did not want to let that die.
Meanwhile, they keep making Bubsy. I'm with you. I don't get why. It's another thing that's not my style. It's not. Yeah. But this one, it was so bad they didn't even want to touch that. We can get kids who don't know better money. It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
John, you seem pretty happy with yourself right there.
I mean, it's not one you want. It's not one you want to win, but want to win at the same time. But yeah, like you said, Trink, that should know better money is a very lucrative market.
Look. You picked a terrible You both picked terrible mascots. Going by the argument, John had the worst one to me. He had the worst one. I didn't even know I know Bubsy. I know who he is. I talk about him daily.
Seriously.
That just shows you how bad it is.
No. Okay. Here's the thing. Bubsy has value even if it's negative value.
Yeah.
It's still valuable because Mac right now is attempting to extract content from Bubsy. You can the gaming historian made a video on Awesome Possum. Still no one knows who the fuck he is.
Nobody knows.
He is that uninteresting.
Bubsy's the living embodiment of haters make me famous.
Exactly.
You can I remember back in the he's a prime example of how negative marketing works. I remember learning back in the day when the VW was literally making ads with their cars and calling them lemons on purpose. It's that idea. Right. I could actually do the same thing with Awesome Possum. We're talking about the screeching thing. What if we made it all about how he thought he was telling people how to recycle, but the whole time all people ever heard was the screeching possum. Right there. You can do that. It's not that hard.
So Zach,
I have invented too many games for you.
Listen, especially with the possum thing right now. I seriously, why have they not cashed in on this? Possums are in right now.
Yeah.
Because possums can never retain themselves being in, because then people remember what they actually look like.
Possum. Okay, so Zach, I guess we're all three in agreement that's also possum.
Oh yeah, because Bubsy's has marketability and you can extract value, making him a good mascot, not a good character. He is a good mascot because you can extract value out of him.
Yeah,
there is no value to it. There's no brand value to Awesome Possum.
Yeah,
so it makes him fail as a mascot specifically.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna lie, the way you were arguing, I would have just straight up said, look, as much as I hate Bubsy, Attack of the Woolly Strikes Back is getting rave reviews. People actually like it.
There was also
it's not that I've heard, because the Steam version.
There's people.
Have you seen the Steam version? They have a line across it.
I could argue circles because I saw people play the game. You can turn Bubsy off You can get them to where you don't
This is
say
true.
shit. They figured it out. They figured it out. They
You
have
can
not
make
done
there's a
nothing
silent
all the time.
Bobcat mode.
Yeah, you can just
But-
have them
but-
shut up.
There's literally a mode that you keep on pushing it forward, and the worst level of speech on it is just called Bubsy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they
I also
When they're
would like
so
to.
self-aware.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
so self-aware. I was like,
It's
damn it, they figured
painful.
it out. So no, like, damn it. Yeah, I gotta admit, I hate Bubsy, but the creators figured out how to fix it.
It's the bad rats effect.
Yeah.
I was going to say they're the Detroit Lions of mascots. Just they're horrible at what they do, but they still get. They
No.
They bite people's kneecaps.
Detroit Lions have at least had players you can respect.
Yeah,
never-
John understands what I'm saying.
They're
bite people's
still, they're
kneecaps.
still allowed to play with the big boys.
Yeah, but they
Um,
bite. But I won't biting kneecaps. But anyway,
I would
Awesome
also
Possum's
like.
at least respectable.
Oh, absolutely not. Apparently, Time Warner was charged with copyright infringement for stealing his comic book character.
hey yo.
So not
Okay.
even slightly.
So
And like,
damn
it's
it.
more like this. That's not what I was meaning with that. What I was meaning is, at least it tried to push along a message. Bubsy was just, let's make as much money as we can.
And they
And
have-
it's working.
Well,
That's
It
the
is
thing.
working.
Yeah,
Isn't
There's
that
It
the
is
point of a
working, but does that
mascot?
make him? That doesn't make him a good mascot, though. That makes him a good cash
Yes, it
grab.
does.
That's it.
For
Good.
companies-
Wasn't
That's
Trink-
how
you wasn't even you wasn't even saying that it was a like 2 days ago you were saying like, oh, he's not even a video game mascot here.
He's not.
He's not. We said Awesome Possum not even a video game mascot.
Yes, he is.
He's the
That's-
face
that's
of
what
a
we're
video
arguing.
game, but he's
He's a mascot because they attempted to make him into a vehicle for the company.
That's what we're trying to say. When we're
It's the
arguing about that.
The
during
attempt makes him a mascot, even if he fails at it.
Right. And that's
Mhm.
what we're arguing Wednesday. But we allowed it.
Okay.
And you fought it. And you lost.
Also,
I'm still on board. I'm just trying to-
also, they did push the message technically that aliens that steal your T-shirts are terrible. They made the T-shirts part of the plot in the original. I don't think most people know that.
I'm guessing everybody is shocked and surprised. I put my bias apart and I literally voted for the actual best answer.
Listen, Daily, I have to tell Mac to stop talking about how much he hates Bubsy because at this point I'm just convinced that he actually wants to fuck Bubsy.
Well, that's it.
Just
Oh
like
no,
Big the
that's
Cat.
no. He does. He does.
I
Listen,
hate
we just
Bubsy.
need
I
a, we
do
just need
hate
a
Bubsy.
porno. We just need a
What?
porno of Big the Cat and Bubsy.
hate fucking exists, Mac.
Fuck you. I picked
It
the right
does.
answer.
No,
Shut up.
thank you, Mac.
Anyway,
You failed in your quest, Mac. But at least you are not a hypocrite because even you know you can mine Bubsy for content,
Oh yeah, that's exactly
which means
right.
he has
Yeah.
value.
Oh, I hate Bubsy.
You
but I
you
think-
would have
I
been
still like
I'm just
Bubsy.
saying the reason you went that way is because you would have been a hypocrite otherwise.
Yeah, I would have been a hypocrite. I was like, I hate Bubsy, but I make money off of him. You know lie, that's true.
But we just
All
gonna
right.
say is, if they were marketed well, both of these characters could have been pretty like.
Oh,
they
if
could have done
we
much
were
better.
asking what is the worst character marketing wise, you still lose because also Puzzle's Stick is $0. You're still making money.
No, I mean, I'm saying like if they was both marketed well, like extremely well.
You
You know,
still
they-
lose.
Well, one of them caused a lawsuit and also has a U.S. senator attached to it.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the Awesome
yeah.
Possum,
You
Doug
still
Brandon.
lost,
There's an
man.
Arkansas senator attached. That's how it exists.
Yeah.
A hot damn.
Yeah.
So no, everything about Awesome Possum is destined to be worthless.
Yeah, it's worthless. Yeah. It was destined.
At least I'm not like Mac over here and tried to do Mario.
I would.
That's fighting a losing
I
battle.
would have argued the company, and I probably would have. I would have
would've
got. I would have
lost.
lost
You
by
would've
the
lost.
skin of my teeth. I would have
No,
lost
you
by the
would've-
skin. I would have lost. Yeah.
You-
I would
no,
have
not the
lost.
skin of your teeth.
As soon as he picked Awesome Possum, I was like, and I looked it up. I was like, damn, I'm gonna lose this because they're like, I can't argue nothing around it. It was terrible. It was literally an argument. It was.
All right, guys, we need
answer.
It's 10 p.m. We need to get to the next section.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right.
Also, technically, Titus Fox Day. Worse.
All right, guys. So sorry, we got to get this over. I'm sorry. We got. All right. So we're going to a PvP. All right. Zach, you got a coin? Sorry, Trink. I'm trying to go as quick as I can.
No, you're good. I just thought I would get this in before you guys ended up on a tirade somewhere. And it was
I know. Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
I'm bleeding.
Sorry.
I'm serious. I am.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Look,
all right.
Are you dead? Are you dead?
Yeah, only on the inside.
Oh, okay. Then you're like everybody else in here. It's fine.
Yeah, that's
We're all
absolutely.
dead on the inside. Look, yeah. Mega Man 11 is good. Okay.
It was good.
It is good, but Mad World way better.
Okay.
Mac, if I can roll my eyes anymore at you, my eyes would have popped out of my head by now.
At least you feel something again.
Right.
All right, Zach. All right, so you got the coins, Zach? All right, guys, call it.
Tails.
Heads.
All right, John, you get to choose who you want to give the question. Like you've been through this. You can either ask who want to give the question, or you can go first or last. So what you want to do?
I'll pick the person. Let's go with Trink.
Oh God.
Yay! I got two. I don't care. All right, so that means you relieve the first or last. So that hog, what do you want to do? You want to go first or last?
I'll go last.
All right, so John, you're gonna go first. That hog's gonna go last. Trink, do you have a question? Or do you have, you know how it goes. Answer, then question.
Give me a character from a horror video game.
Ooh.
Dante from the Devil May Cry series?
No.
Oh, he counts, don't he?
No, that's horror. Not horror. That's a hack and slash. It's not really
character
scary.
action, yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't understand what horror is. What do you mean by horror? Like, it can't be
Silent Hill, Resident Evil,
Slenderman.
Horror.
Slenderman.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Slenderman works.
Pyramid Head.
Ooh. Trink is like.
How is the question going to make this awful?
Trink is like, damn it! That's the man I love.
It's even worse because I already had the question in my head. As soon as I was like, "What two dumb things am I going to put together?" And I came up with this is about to get real dumb. Sell me a dating simulator with them. Go.
Does he go first? Do I go first?
Once me and Mac are done dying, give me.
I hear her talk about this every time. Pyramid. Oh, John, come on. All right.
So I pretty much already lost.
I'm crying.
No. I'm just laughing.
Oh dear Lord.
So that can be an
That
actual
should
battle.
know why.
All right. I'm okay. I can breathe. I have organs.
This happened. Okay. Oh God. Damn it! I need a drink after that. Damn it. Okay. All right. John, you got an answer? You ready?
Yep.
All right. Tell us why Pyramid Head would be good at a date. Well, you know the question.
Yep. Sell you a dating simulator or dating game with a Pyramid Head. All right. So this is going to be like any of your dating sims, like we'll just say like Dream Daddy, Doki Doki Literature Club, anything like that, where you're trying to date Pyramid Head. You're trying to win his favor. We're not going with anything cutesy. We're still using Silent Hill environments where he's just there, just looking at you ominously. He doesn't say a goddamn word. Anytime you try to talk to him, it's just all just dots or growls or grunts or anything like that. But you somehow have to guess, what he wants in that particular date and just how he's feeling. Is he feeling a little more murdery? Is he feeling a little more punishing? What do you want to give him for a gift? Do you want to get him some bling for his pyramid? Do you want to get him like some brand new like a keychain to put on that big ass sword of his? Basically, you're trying to win his favor by finding the best way for him to be able to like murder and torture any of the souls that come across his way. And eventually you go on a date to do said murders, and then his affection towards you, which is always static, you can never tell what he's thinking except for the grunts and groans, will ultimately display how he feels about you, and you get ranked on it. Once again, very neutral, and you're just confused by the end of the game what's going on. All you know is that you have eventually tried to seduce Pyramid Head, and then the last level, obviously you're gonna fuck. And it's gonna be horrible.
What the fuck did I just
messy?
Did you say? Oh my god! I'm about to throw up.
You did?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I've already lost this.
Have you?
Yeah.
How have you lost?
I'd have to come up with something absolutely out of the ordinary. Just the,
No, I'm sorry. I gotta read the chat. Spacey says, damn, that's stuff.
Because I was going to give like a more serious answer and stuff like that, but
no, go. It's fine. What Matt here does not know is Slender Man is also on that list. So.
Okay, so with Slender Man, you're learning how to, learning how to date a silent killer. And, you have to, sometimes he'll want to play hide and seek, and that will gain, and he will gain your affection more. But also you got to worry about, is he, what's he thinking? Because he's like with John's, you're absolutely trying to, you're trying to guess what's going on in his mind. And the game kind of gets to where, you can guess a little bit more what's on his mind. And it gets like a more interesting narrative based on your choices. Because this is kind of like back to the drama thing. A drama and a romance game can be pretty similar. And you have the fact that Slender Man is he's tall, dark, and handsome. That's one thing. And he's tall, dark, and handsome. He's got a lot of I know nothing about this, honestly.
All right.
Just be honest. And then by the end of the game, about him. And you get to learn about his path. It would actually be something really good to go on the back of like how he, you could even do it before the actual Slender Man games to figure out why he became what he is. Maybe it's because of a broken relationship that he became this murderous person. It can actually fit very well into the timeline of the games. And, you can, your path decides, maybe you can stop the events of the Slender Man games from happening. because it's not just a dating sim. It is a dating sim, but if you seduce him correctly, it has major, the timeline gets different. So it could be a good like a prologue for the whole narrative.
All right. Time's up. All right, John, you can. I'm okay. Let's get serious here, John. You can boost your argument or you can attack it, but you can only do one or the other. So which one are you gonna do?
I'll boost.
All right. Now, when you boost, the only thing you can do is just talk about your argument. You cannot go after his. Okay. If you go after his, I will ring this bell and it will end right there.
All right.
All right. Ready? Go now.
I got 5 words for you. Silent Hill getting Pyramid Head.
I mean, that's kind of obvious.
Think about it.
I mean, I get what you're trying to say.
That's it? That's all you got to say?
That's it. Just need a clever play on words. It's like, okay, how can I get in that tall, dark, Muslim man's love and embrace without him squeezing all my vital organs out? What can I do? Maybe he wants something on that little apron of his.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I am nowhere near done. That's the problem. The problem is
someone kill me.
No, I have had this conversation too many times. This is not my first rodeo with somebody explaining to me how they would like to fuck Pyramid Head. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, this is not.
This is not the first time I've had this conversation.
This is not the first time. Yeah.
I sent Hook a picture yesterday that was the caption was "Run, motherfucker! He's gonna gut you like a goddamn fish. Why aren't you running?" And it's just muscular Pyramid Head. Okay.
Back in the day, there were on Two Best Friends Play, they had a bit where it was fucking it was Pyramid Head's sister Triangle Girl, and she gave the worst head. It was trying to shove a protractor up your dick.
Oh my god.
So trust me, this is no original content.
Let's point. Ow, no point.
It's nothing but point, man. So you go and
All right, that Hog. What you want to do? Boost or you want to attack his argument?
I'll do boost too.
All right, go now.
I got 5 other words for you: tall, dark, and slender man.
That's it.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing. But the thing about that is, you got even more that you can maybe you help them get a makeover to make them look less scary. Because you could easily do that and have it to where, if you think about the gameplay elements of this, it'd make it more varied than just a normal dating sim. You got to think outside the box with it. You got to think about gameplay elements other than just,
All I'm imagining is a dress-up game where you try and make Slenderman fuckable. No, this is my entire thought process.
Yes, and by the end of the game, if you fuck them, you save the whole entire world.
All right.
I mean, look at his face. It's completely customizable. Draw your favorite Slenderman face.
Yeah, or draw your or just put a picture on there. So you would actually want to fuck. So it's just easier every single time. And you get to choose the picture by taking the picture in real life.
I don't know if anyone mentioned this in the chat, but I think this is where I go, guess what, motherfuckers?
No.
Oh, no.
Slenderman dating sim was real.
Oh no.
Zach, send me that link.
It no longer exists because it was Flash. But there is a video of somebody playing it.
Oh shit. All right.
And there's still posts about it where it was on DeviantArt. So also, interestingly enough, Siren Head has a new dating sim.
Mhm.
All right.
This is all true. Pyramid Head, it looks like people have tried, but nobody has gotten it all together. But there is Silent Hill. Looks like somebody's talking about Silent Hill 7 is as it. So it's like not a completely new idea, but you know.
Neither of them are getting new ideas.
Pyramid-
definitely
Pyramid
not.
Head, honking
All
and
right.
bonking.
So all right, let's
That's
let's
Oh my
Bonking.
god.
Let's
Space
get
emu. Trink immediately wanting to play Slenderman dating sim. I expected nothing less.
Look,
It's wonderful.
all I can
Find
say
that
with
damn game.
Slender is those tentacles will be put to good use.
Yeah,
Alright.
the anime
Look.
things.
Like I can, like
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
none of these are new conversations I've had. These are all old.
Even the tentacles.
Oh, you have no idea.
idea. Yeah. All right.
So
So,
technically, he's more fuckable.
but
Oh
you
my
didn't
God.
you didn't argue
Yeah,
about
he
the
is.
tentacles. So here's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and go first. Bat Hog, you did. Damn it. You forgot the tentacles, damn it. You forgot them tentacles. You can do more things than the tentacles. I do like it. He is dark and he is a dapper man. I mean, he does have a suit and tie. He is a dandy man and he does look good. But damn it, John just described something that's so crazy that I want to play this damn game. So I'm giving it to John.
Well, it's a difference between tentacles. It's like you're doing borderline
You
between
didn't argue
romance.
that. I'm sorry you did.
It's
not.
romance. There's romance, and then there's hentai.
Yeah, but you didn't put that in your argument. You put that in the argument, maybe a slight edge, but John got it from me. Like,
Well, the tentacle thing actually dates all the way back to ukiyo art painting, so
yeah.
that's even older.
All right, so I want to give it to Zach, but I feel like Trink didn't create this question, so go ahead and go Trink.
I gotta go with Pyramid Head. It wasn't even that it's like a romantic fit. It was so hilarious that was good.
See, I feel like I already knew I lost this. I already
It's
knew
like
I lost this.
There was a lot of way you could have won with the Slenderman one. Trust me, Slenderman is on my list too. There's a lot of ways you could have won.
Yeah.
You could
I
you
tried
could
about
find
every
his-
single
you
way I
could
could.
find his journal.
You
pages.
forgot the tentacles, though. The tentacles.
But that's hentai, not romance.
No, you could have added that shit.
Look, okay, here's my question. If a pigeon can be a romance character, at what point is anything off limits for romance?
Seriously.
And yes, there is a pigeon dating simulator.
Yes, there
There
is.
is.
Okay, where
What
did
the
you have that
hell?
going with the?
Yeah, show me this shit.
Yeah, wait, I can send you the pigeon one.
Yeah,
I mean,
look, man, we have
there's one that inserted
de-
a player without asking
the
his consent.
the true degeneracy of the internet is amazing.
Did you
Like,
say
it is-
penguin or like what was it? Penguin or pigeon? Pigeon.
Pigeon,
Pigeon.
pigeon, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just, oh, damn it.
Oh my god.
So,
When
You
I
did.
starts Googling.
You didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me?
No, I believed you. I just wanted to see it. I just had to see it with my own eyes.
all right.
Oh my god.
So Zach, is it full? Is it a 3? Is it a 3-way?
Oh, you have no. Okay. Do you want to know why? It's because I can market this specifically with how wrong it would be to do this, specifically in Silent Hill 2 lore. Considering what Pyramid Head represents, like what the big knife and big spear represents, is just enough to. Okay, here's the thing: you can make a game out of what you're talking about. All I need to do for Slenderman, if that tripped my trigger, there's probably some Gmod video source filmmaker shit out there that you can find.
You know, you could all send a game design document into the company that makes it, and I guarantee you they will at
Well,
least.
Slenderman is
and they'll throw
not
it
owned.
away.
Well, Slenderman's not owned by anybody.
Look,
Yeah.
I mean, look. There's there got to be a simulator.
Slenderman
where
is
you-
public domain. It's worse.
Well, see, that's the
Spider-Man?
thing. I
Or
really
Slenderman.
Slenderman.
I thought you said
I
Spider-Man
feel-
for a second. I'm like, not yet.
I feel like Slenderman. You really want to make sort of like a.
I would also argue that Slenderman while he is more fuckable, I want to market this to people that truly want to fuck the unfuckable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the argument here.
Listen, as the person who specifically has a monster fetish, you wanting to change the monster part is not a good thing.
I mean, Trink want to make.
You want to get into how much of a
daddy. I understand.
You want to get into how much of a monster they are.
Yeah. Trink is
like, me and Trink know way too much about this. And while I haven't been posting, yes, I have been still reading the Monsters Holding Bitches Discord. I haven't posted, but I am still reading the posts.
Trink's like, yes, I want to make Pyramid Head the leather daddy.
No, he'd be a bad leather daddy.
I don't know.
He'd be a good sloppy. He'd be a good sloppy bear.
So I've lost.
I mean, yes, you have.
I can picture Andy Dick literally holding Pyramid Head with a.
You have lost in terms of the game. You have won in the terms of still having some remote sense of decency inside of yourself.
No,
I've thrown away all decency like 10 years ago. Whatever.
All right. Well, so with that said. Jesus.
Oh no! I'm saying the decency is you don't understand what makes the people that would buy the game tick. Which means you still have a soul.
Oh God, I need a shower, guys. I need a shower after this. Okay, so
I actually have to shower after this. So.
Yeah, I got a
cigarette.
Shower.
Oh my God.
Maybe
that is both truthful and not and a joke.
Yeah, I don't smoke.
I do, so it's truthful.
All right. With that said, we all voted for John, so that means John, you are going to the final. Woo! To take on Sholo XO.
Okay. I would also like to add, I believe he is now responsible in making this game a reality.
Hey, I can help with the game design document.
Everybody needs to bully him until it is real.
Yeah, they need.
I have a lot of games
John.
Trink, I don't know how many people you can get on hand, but we will make this happen.
I have a whole high school full of people that'll help. They are good at badgering people.
Yeah. His Twitter name is Danger Boy John. That's Jon. Go bully him about this game and make sure this is.
I'm already on it.
Hey, Simu, you're in here right now. Go do the thing.
I have a really weird Twitter feed now.
we need this. Oh God, I needed that. All right, so
oh my God,
John.
Yandere Dev, the adventure continues.
John.
Too late.
Too late.
Check your DMs. Check your DMs is all I gotta say.
All right, John, what you got to plug, man? Oh shit.
Let's see. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Dad. Let's see. What do I got to plug? I mean, if you're in Green Bay, I'm going to be somewhere drinking heavily, and otherwise, just follow me on Danger Boy John. See if I ever make the game a reality. Pray for my immortal soul. And
I feel so bad for you and your whole entire family and everybody that has to be around you for the next, everybody will need to wash their hands thoroughly when they're around you.
I would like to point out you offered your services. You're just as complicit now.
But the thing is, I didn't come up with it. But I will come with if you want me to, I will get a game design document out and we will start making the damn game.
So, okay.
Listen, all I gotta do is ask Hookie to bug you for the next eternity, and he will definitely do it just because
he's like, hey John, you're gonna make that slutty pyramid.
Look, I have already seen enough Pyramid Head let's just say fan comics that this would sell gangbusters.
I can't wait to see. Hey, look,
I volunteer to be part of the marketing department if you need it.
If the Colonel's checking,
I will be free advertising all day, every day. I will stream this 24 hours a day.
Okay, we gotta do hashtag Pyramid Head. Was it hashtag Pyramid Head Slick Gang?
Pyramid Head dating sim.
There you go.
Pyramid Head Daddy Slim. Hashtag Pyramid Head Dating Slim. There we go.
Sim, not slim. Sim.
So make sure you go put that in the chat or put that in.
I don't know. His favorite game is the Slims.
I tried to make a penis.
All right, so John.
Listen, call it "Don't Hack Me Up, Daddy." Oh my
I said don't hack me up,
Daddy Dice Eating Simulator.
Oh God! Oh, don't hack me up, Daddy. Okay. Okay.
Oh my God!
This is going really off the rails. All right, John, you got anything else you got to plug me in?
What's that?
Got anything else you want to plug me in?
No, I just entertain around the Green Bay area. So if you're in town, come find me somewhere. Don't ask me about the game in real life.
I will ask you about it.
I can literally come badger you if you'd like.
Yes. Do it like a vlog. Do it like a vlog.
I'll go down there to go.
I really think we need to hang out, Zach. I really do.
I feel like sobriety will not be a thing.
All right. So do you want me to do the game design document or not?
I'll go with you to Lambeau Field and give it the finger.
Finger. Finger.
You think you're the first person to do that?
No, I don't think I am. I just want to do it because I want to be famous to do it. Yeah, fuck you, Lambo. Anyway, Bat Hog, what you got to plug? The hell?
That was my exact question. Unlike last time, I'm not going to be plugging my YouTube, although Bat Hog Productions on YouTube. But also the new twitch.tv/BatHogGC, capital B, capital G, and C. And I'm streaming on there with like right now I'm doing Persona 5 Royal. I'm going through that. Technically, I'm going for that for the first time. I played the original one before, and I'm really enjoying it. So if anybody wants to stop by and check out the stuff and everything, I'll try not to bore you to death because I can get pretty boring in my comedy. But I if somebody starts a conversation, I can definitely help out some.
Cool.
And also Twitter @BatHogGaming91.
All right, we got it in the chat. All right. Trink, what you got to plug?
Hi, I'm Trink Bell. I stream most of the time unless I'm sick or something. Here on Twitch. You can find me in chat where I've posted things. That's about it. Most of my content right now is New World.
Zach? You want to say anything, or you want to?
Oh no, I have something to plug. It's not mine, but if this interested you in any way, this last conversation, please check out Interspecies Reviewers, a hentai about fucking monsters from another world and reviewing it.
Just send the link in to Trink. I think that's the only person that wants it.
Oh, Trink already knows about it, I'm sure.
Is this true?
No, actually, it's surprisingly, it has a huge audience. It's just a very weird show.
All right.
Like, they just decided to go full pornographic with it, and it's fantastically weird.
Okay, this went dark at the end. Okay. All right, so
look, they go review an egg laying shop.
Oh my God.
They do not, like I said, they pull zero punches.
Wait. The fuck did you just say?
I'm not even getting to how many people know the anatomy of a hyena?
Oh yeah, let's not traumatize them.
Yeah, let's not traumatize people like that. Yeah.
Let's just say they go there. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
All right, guys. I'm Mac. Make sure you go follow me out on Twitter at GG Game Fixers or at Tampa Buffet 88.
Is it the large penis thing?
Yes. 100%.
We went there. Traumatized. Okay, so make sure you go watch.
Hey, it's not the first. God. Yeah, it's not even the first anime to go there.
Make sure you go follow us right there. Make sure you go watch our shows. Not only this, but the damn it, GF1 podcast. Damn it.
Oh, Space Emu. I
have no
have
idea.
spent time on the internet that I can never get back.
I'm kind of. I'm
Do you
kind of.
want it back,
feel
though?
like
Do you really
I
want
don't know if I should be insulted or say thank you, Space.
All right. So
Wow.
make sure you go watch our stuff. Make sure you watch our stuff. Make sure you go watch the F1 podcast. Make sure you go watch Is It Rotten? We're going to have an episide coming out.
Mac will make a solo binge watch on Interspecies Reviewers.
Oh
Yeah, that sounds
man, I might do
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Posted to Pornhub.
Oh yeah, that sounds real
my
nice.
Also, make sure you go watch Film Talk with me and Scott. We just did our long review on our long awaited review on the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Make sure you go watch that. And also come back. We're gonna all be off next Monday, but we're double shifting on 2 Mondays because we're gonna do one episode. We're gonna do the next semifinal round, and then the following Monday we're gonna do what you people voted for, Clock Tower. We're doing a show on Clock Tower. And all 3
Clock
of their
Tower
damn
was
games.
a good game series.
Yeah, but it was just 3 games though.
And the last one didn't fit the formula of the other ones, but it was so good.
Yeah.
The last one actually has an actual serial killer as the first killer.
I prefer Haunting Ground personally, but that's just me.
But yeah, we're doing that for y'all. We're doing that for y'all because y'all voted for it. All right, so I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Thank you if you were spectating, or if you were just little watching us from afar and you couldn't type in the chat. Thank you for watching. We love you guys. We'll be back not next Monday, but the Monday after next. Y'all have a good day, good night, and we'll see you next time on another episode of Gamer Grudge. See ya. Bye. Hashtag Pyramid Daddy.
Oh my god.
Pyramid Head, given Pyramid Head.
I don't know. I think that you could sell more these days with Pyramid Head being a soft boy.
Oh yeah. That's nice.